Live from Sweet Swine County, where every day is sweet, it's Split Hoof Tonight with Billy Gates and the Broken Windows Band. I'm Earl Silo, and let's welcome Sweet Swine's one and only cousin, Ronnie Siley.
Thank you, everybody. It's a joy to be here on Split Hoof Tonight, one of the best shows in Sweet Swine County. I want to thank my co-host tonight, Earl Silo, and Billy Gates of the Broken Window Band. Okay, yeah, thank you, Billy. We love it. Well, I know what you're wondering. Where is Cousin John tonight? It's his show, after all. Well, you know, John never ceases to amaze me because he can turn a dime into a dollar quicker than any man I've ever met. But anyway, here's what happened. This show, when it debuted last month, it shot straight to the top of its time slot. #1 show across Sweet Swine County. And NBC, which you remember was going through a little turmoil late at night with Conan and Jay and all that. But anyway, they caught wind of Cousin John's success right here in Sweet Swine, and they called him to New York. He's in New York today. Maybe, just maybe, he's negotiating for Jay Leno's spot on The Tonight Show. Well, Earl, how you doing tonight?
A little concerned, Ronnie. A little concerned.
Concerned? Concerned. Now, you know, Cousin John thought you and I could just do a bang-up job here guest hosting tonight. I mean, there's no concern. I'm college educated. I'm not just a farmhand, you know. In fact, I got my degree from Purdue University, Sweet Swine County's best community college, after all, you know. In fact, I am the Purdue campus poet laureate.
Oh, no, Ronnie. Cousin John said you might try and read one of your poems.
I'm the host. I get to full rank here tonight. I am the guest host. And so I am going to read a poem, but it's short, it's sweet, and it's Sweet Swine County's favorite poem. This actually was a true story. This happened out on Aunt Ella's place just before she died here a couple years ago. I was whacking weeds along the driveway, and I ran into this swarm of bees. I'm telling you, it was painful. But anyway, here's the poem. Here's the poem. Sit back and enjoy. Called Ode to a Bee. Oh, bee, when you stung me, I realized how hurtful the world can be. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this party started right now, okay? We have a couple correspondents here from Sweet Swine County who've been venturing out far and beyond our borders, and they've got some great towns to tell us about around southern Minnesota. So let's see what they've got to say.
Oh, hello again. Colonel Von Breger here. I was just going over some of my adventures here in my journal. Have I ever told you about the time I was on safari in Africa? Perhaps not. Or the time I flew over uncharted waters in the Black Sea. There again, perhaps I haven't shared that with you. Well, these are some of my adventures, and I'm going to be doing other adventures now in the South, specifically southern Minnesota, visiting towns and communities. In fact, we're taking an adventure today. Why don't you join me as we go to...
Walnut Grove is located in the southwest corner of Redwood County. Known nationwide as the childhood home of Laura Ingalls Wilder, visitors can learn all about this famous author through numerous community activities and events, here on the banks of Plum Creek. The town also offers quality schools, volunteer fire and rescue, beautiful parks and recreation, and a quiet small-town lifestyle. Walnut Grove invites you to enjoy a little history here on the prairie.
Bully! Well, let's discover some of the fine businesses and establishments as we continue our adventure.
stranger, what can I get you? Oh, quiet one. We get all types around here. You'll find in our part of the country, it's friendly with towns that you will not forget. Chef Randy and I just the other day went down to a great town. It had great history, and we haven't stopped talking about it yet.
The name Wabasso is a Lakota Sioux word meaning white rabbit. Although this small town only consists of about 650 residents, it provides many large town amenities. A wonderful library was built in 1932. Volunteer fire, first responders and ambulance crews, civic organizations, a quality school system, and an annual 2-day summer celebration that highlights family-friendly activities combine to make Wabasso a great small town to visit or to call home.
Well, stranger, would you like another cup of coffee while I tell you about their businesses? Thank you for stopping by. And if you need any information about the towns around here, just remember, ask for Norma.
How about that band, folks? Billy Gates and the Broken Windows. Yes, sirree. I'll tell you, Billy is a fan of mine. Billy, you're pretty darn excited about me being the host here tonight, aren't you?
Very excited.
Okay, so, Earl, what do you got?
Well, these are some notes that I've taken about a trip that I was going to talk about on my segment, Earl Steps Out.
Oh, Earl Steps Out. What a fantastic segment. Earl Steps Out. Love that logo. Yes, sir. Love that logo.
Thanks, Ronnie. I kind of like it, too. Now, here's some things about the trip that I was planning. I'm going to go over to the LeSueur County Pioneer Power Association's 33rd Annual Swap Meet and Flea Market.
Ooh.
The LeSueur County Pioneer Power Association unofficially began in 1974 with a threshing bee. Incorporated as a nonprofit organization in 1977, they now boast over 500 members. This organization has a power show in late summer that shows what life was like on the farm in the small rural communities back in the early 20th century. Now, they also have a spring swap meet and flea market. The swap meet is the best place here in southern Minnesota to find antique tractors, antique car parts, car engines, gas engines, tools, machinery, horse-drawn equipment, cast iron toys, literature, license plates, antique furniture, collectibles, and crafts.
Ooh.
This year's swap meet and flea market will be April 23rd, 4th, and 5th at the LeSueur County Pioneer Power Association's showgrounds, which is 6 miles east of LeSueur on Minnesota County Road 26.
What are those dates again? April
23rd, 4th, and 5th.
24th? Yeah, okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Now, there's lots of campgrounds and motels in the area, so staying overnight shouldn't be a problem. The swap meet and the flea market will be open from 10 a.m. on Friday to 5 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And there's no admittance charge to get in the gate. And there's a pancake and sausage breakfast served on Saturday and Sunday from 7 to 11. Now, if you're like me, can't remember this stuff, for additional information on the swap meet and flea market and on our 37th annual Power Show, which is August 27th, 8th, and 9th, check out their website, www.pioneerpowershow.com.
PioneerPowerShow.com.
.com.
Okay. Well, there you have it. What a great event and what a great episode of Earl Steps Out. Well, that's a great segment, Earl. Good job. Okay, can you tell us who tonight's guest is?
Well, tonight we have Tim Schwanke from Schwanke Engine.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Yep. Have a seat.
All right, well, welcome, Tim. Welcome. Yes,
Thanks,
sir.
Swanky Engines, where's that located at anyway?
In Springfield, Minnesota, on Highway 14,
Springfield.
the roaring metropolis of Springfield, Minnesota.
Okay.
Well, now tell us, what's the scope of Schwanke Engines business? What is it?
What we do at Schwanke Engines is we build racing engines for the racing industry worldwide today.
Worldwide.
30 years have been doing it.
I saw somewhere you had something to do with South Africa. Cape
Yeah,
Town,
last month my son and I were in South Africa at a race at a 1.5 mile speedway. There was 16 U.S. teams. There was teams from the United Kingdom, Australia, South Africa as well, and Canada.
Wow.
And we all competed a 500-kilometer-mile event, which is about 207 laps. Took about 2.5 hours, and it was a lot of fun. We met a lot of different people. Very interesting experience.
What kind of cars were those?
The cars were actually a NASCAR-style type car, and we were, like you would have seen racing on TV today, they're an older version, about a 2-year-old car, and we would prepare the engines for these cars, and the actual series was the American Speed Association that we were racing with, which is a new venture offshore.
Okay, top speeds?
Top speed qualifying was 149 miles an hour.
Ooh, I heard you had some other things that you had going on up there in Springfield?
We do a lot of different things at Springfield. We have a large tuning facility. We do mileage tuning on vehicles. We can get you 1.5 to 3 miles a gallon better vehicle on late model GM cars.
Okay. Tuning.
Tuning.
I thought you said
yes.
tuna there for a minute.
No, not tuna. Tuning. And we also have a chassis dyno service. We do a lot of development for the racing industry, not only locally, but all over the area. But my favorite part is the go-kart track, Steve.
The go-kart track?
Go-kart track.
Yeah, in Springfield?
In the park in Springfield, Riverside Park.
How big a track is it?
Today it's an 1/8 mile track. We started the track, well, it'd be 5 years ago now. It started as an idea from a friend of mine, an older fella in town, that Bud Arfman is his name. He come up to me one day and he said, Schwanke, he says, we need to put a go-kart track downtown in the hockey rink. I says, Bud, you're crazy. I don't have time for that. No, that's not going to work. We can't race some go-karts inside a hockey rink. He come back to me, middle of a snowstorm in February. Bud's about 83 years old at the time, 82 years old, something like that. I says, Bud, what are you doing here out in this weather? Schwanke, we got to talk about this go-kart track to put down in Riverside Park. Lo and behold, I went, put some programs together for the city, figured out a way to insure it, and by golly, that first part of May, we were racing go-karts in Riverside Park in a hockey rink.
Do people bring their own, do crews bring their own cars?
No, this is how it started. On Friday and Saturday nights, we do open go-karting, so Steve and Ron, you guys can come anytime you like, and you rent the kart from me. And we let you go out and wreck it, or make some laps for about 20 laps. Yeah, well, you probably will. And we go out and make about 20 laps, yep, and you hang on. Got to remember, you were in a hockey rink here, and you hit that fence, things kind of hurt. You know,
now, the last time I was on a go-kart, I was about 13 years old, and it had a good old Briggs & Stratton on it.
Well, these are 6.5 horse Hondas, and they really go.
Really?
Yes, yes, they do. And we've continued that program for 4 seasons now. This year we'll start our 5th year. Of course, a lot of riders got interest in this, and they talked me into doing leagues, kind of like a bowling league thing, you know?
Sure.
Well, I thought, all right, you guys are nuts. I don't have time for that. Lo and behold, today,
you got a league.
8 weekends, Friday night, we do league racing.
And they come from where?
All over southern Minnesota. The fun thing is I just enjoy to see the young people come and race and have fun.
How old are the drivers?
We start at 5 years old. We have a class for 5 to 8-year-old, and we have another class for 6 to 10-year-old. Then we have another class for 11 to 15-year-old. Get this. We got 2 adult classes.
Two.
Lightweight and heavyweight. Now the heavyweight, we cheat a little bit. We put 9 horses on that.
Okay. Oh, that's a 9 horse. Okay.
Haul the fat boy around with that, you know. So,
Well,
But we get 50 carts that show up, and these guys bring their own carts. But you have to purchase the engine from Schwanke Engines, or I won't let you race.
Okay. Why is that?
Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you. Because I'm trying to control the cost in racing. And it's got to start at these ground levels for kids to get involved, stay off the streets, have fun, but yet at the end of the day not spend a lot of money. We charge $300 for the little engine, the 6.5 horse, and $500 for the 9-horse engine.
Per night or for the season?
No, that's for the season.
Yeah,
and I'll get this. These guys have run these same engines for 4 years. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
See where I'm going with this?
Yep. Well, when's your season start?
Our season starts, our regular karting season starts Memorial Weekend, Friday night of Memorial Weekend. I believe it's the 24th. And our league nights are always Friday night. We start the second Friday night in June, and we take off the Friday for the 4th of July.
Wow.
And we conclude the third weekend in August. And it's just a lot of fun. We get a couple hundred people come and watch.
Do they contact you, or is it the Springfield Go-Kart Park, or what's it called?
We call it Karting in the Park.
Karting in the Park, and they can call Schwanke. They can call Tim Schwanke at Schwanke Engines here.
Or go online.
Or go online to
www.schwankeshortblocks.com.
SchwankeShortblocks.com.
SchwankeShortblocks.com. That's in Springfield.
All right. Well, we got to go. But Tim, thanks so much for coming down from
it was fun coming down.
Springfield.
Appreciate it.
Now, I wanted to say something here. Did you realize that I am now going to be the reporter for Almost Breaking News?
No, I wasn't aware of that.
Oh, wait, Ronnie. Cousin John said that we were supposed to be sure to include a couple of those segments from some of the places outside Sweet Swine.
Well, okay, well, this can wait, so let's go to that then. Yes, sir. Here we go. Hey, give me a mic. Thank you. How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? This is your Our Story announcer, and what is to follow will show you some of the best places to go in Minnesota. The vibrant community of Lakefield, Minnesota is located only 2 miles north of Interstate 90 in vast open spaces of rich, fertile farmland. Every Father's Day weekend, many in Lakefield plan a 3-day celebration called Summerfest, which includes a large rodeo and many family-friendly events. Throughout the year, several city and county parks provide physical activity. Quality schools challenge students, while the Jackson County Museum tracks the history of those who live in the heart of Jackson County. To the best of our knowledge, nowhere in our country do they have a lifestyle equal to ours. Our towns and communities are what make us great.
Hi, Professor J. Von Tron here in my time machine. Been looking at different communities in the past and the present. Well, my time machine stopped. It says Minnesota, and it says today? Well, we haven't gone in the past. But let's take a look at this community. Only 65 minutes from the Twin Cities, Blooming Prairie's lifestyle is a long way from life in major urban areas. This small town of approximately 2,000 people boasts top-notch schools, community organizations, and wonderful parks. Each year, the town hosts their old-fashioned July 4th celebration, which brings about 38,000 people to town annually. As the friendly citizens of Blooming Prairie will tell you, their town is a wonderful place to live and raise a family. Well, let's look around a little more and see what different businesses they have. I'm glad I landed here with great businesses, great town, in our time.
I love those reports, and you know, I think our band, Billy, I think our band loves those reports too. Don't you think so?
We sure do, Cousin John.
Billy, it's Ronnie. Ronnie, you know that. All right, anyway.
Okay, well, here is our almost breaking news.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Almost Breaking News. I'm Ronnie P. Silage, your new host. You probably know me as the Poet Lariat. But anyway, today I'm a reporter, and I am live right here in Winthrop, Minnesota for Grackle Days. What? Oh, give me that. Oh, for crying out loud. Folks, we're not live at Grackle Days. Grackle Days is coming up in April 15th through the 18th. Ladies and gentlemen, since 1985, Winthrop has hosted an annual celebration called Grackle Days every April. As Roger Erickson, the legendary WCCO radio announcer and native of Winthrop, Bernadette, said, "When the swallows return to Capistrano, the grackles return to Winthrop and Bernadette." Well, anyway, beginning on Thursday, April 15th through Sunday, April 18th, this small community offers numerous food and other family fun events. Major Grackle Days events start Thursday, the 15th, with a soup and sandwich lunch. From Friday morning, from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m., there's an agricultural breakfast. The Grackle Queen pageant will be judged Friday afternoon, and the Queen, she'll be crowned on Friday evening at 7:30. Alumni basketball starts Friday evening and runs through the weekend. Friday evening ends with a dance at the Eagles Club from 8:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. These people know how to party. Saturday morning offers children's bingo from 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. And a children's movie with games and snacks is offered Saturday afternoon at 1:30. A variety show containing musical and dance numbers plus comedy routines, the whole shebang, begins on Saturday evening at 7:30. The evening ends with another dance on Saturday night from 8:30 to 12:30 a.m. Well, this is a great event, folks, and I'm not going to miss it. I'm going to be there in Winthrop, April 15th through the 18th. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Ronnie P. Silage, and this is Almost Breaking News.
Great report, Ronnie.
Oh, well, thanks. You know, it took a little editing, but, there's nothing like covering a live event. Nothing like covering a live event. Well, we got to go, folks, and we want to thank Tim Schwanke here from Schwanke Engines in Springfield, our guest tonight. Thank you, Earl. Thank you, Billy. And thank you, audience. We'll see you in TV land next time on Split Hoof Tonight.